in the game. We've only spoken about their colors, but I think you guys at home in the collective, you know that that's way more important.
Oh, but Ixu in quite a bit of trouble
trying
here.
To pull the minion
no,
what is
he? What was that? What?
Yeah, that's first blood. That's what that was.
Ooh. Yeah, we'll have to see what Kaney is going to be able to do. Doesn't actually pick up Moby Boots or Boots of Swiftness. Obviously, Kiana has...
In goes Ixu. As maybe where...
Kuzan might TP.
Okay, in comes Kaney. There's the flash forward. They get the stun. And the Supreme Display of Talent won't even really be necessary, as that was a very quick kill.
He's also doing a very good job in the CS department. He's not as far behind against Kuzan as he should be. And this is where a lot of the pressure is actually going to come in, is juggling the mid lane roams from this champion.
Not going to be able to get out of the way is Flawless, but he does eventually get out of the stun. Ixu's teleported forward. Now the Crocodile's getting a lot of value. Supreme Display of Talent, but it's a 1-for-1 so far as the supports have been taken down. Trigger out of the fight, but now has the curtain call available. That's one. Lands the second as well as Beyond trying to get out of the way, but unfortunately, Kaney just has no health bar. And in the end, it's going to be Dynamics walking away with an advantage unless Rich falls down. Spear will land, but Flawless, it'll probably be Infernal Soul. And, no, it will be
there with the Supreme Display of Talent, and you can see Renekton tries to get onto Duckdom, but he doesn't have flash, he can't follow over the pit. Almost kills Beyond, who then goes super mode.
To live. We've got Kuzan coming in.
Oh,
Flawless.
man.
That Primal Surge was fantastic. It's going to save his life for the moment as Ixu decides he wants to get out of there. Flawless now trying to throw some spears back as the arrow will pierce the heavens, but not the Nidalee as Ixu looks for another cube, but won't find it. Gets turned into a thrall and will help Beyond farm his jungle. In the meantime, SeolHaeOne Prince are pushing up the mid lane. They might be able to lock down this turret as there's a Supreme Display of Talent, but I think he might be heading into the Death Realm, and he will as Kaney goes into stealth for a little while, and Kuzan's even able to pick up the Nidalee. It's a disaster.
So in the end, and Shelly is about to crash into the turret.
We'll take that one down. I do need to talk about Kuzan and Lissandra in general. Back in the day, Kuzan was a huge advocate of the Lissandra, as Rich is going to throw down the ulti. Ixu in a whole host of trouble. He doesn't have ult, remember? So this Crocodile is he's put into the pen, and he's going to be taken down. As Beyond, he ulted.
Said he just shoved in the top wave, recall, and then group for the Mountain Dragon, because that should be of the utmost
Instead,
importance.
they're going to go for a fight. Guga does have a stopwatch available. Mia goes golden as well, but he is going to die. Flawless had already fallen, and Trigger is abandoning this outer turret. You're talking a lot of work with all the extra terrain that has been built up, as now Kaney spotted by that control ward. He's with Ixu along the side, but now the fight has been started 5 versus 3. Kaney trying to get in there, but Mia's already dead. Beyond going down low, but oh my god, Rich. Gigantic damage into the backline. This is a
massacre.
He hasn't even started doing anything yet. He gets pressured out towards the backside of that fight, and Dynamics might actually just get a clean sweep here, as Rich is still looking for some crocodile soup. Kaney trying to get out some smoke and mirrors, dancing around here, as Beyond going to flash in and say, stop being silly. As he's looking for the thwack, not even going to get it, as Duckdom throws a volley his way and will lock down the kill. LS, I hazard to think that this game might be over.
Okay, I also agree with you. I think that this game is probably all that, because he would be running for the hills for a couple of seconds, then recalling,
steals a blue buff. Will he be able to survive with it is the question.
Oh my god, he actually
flashed. Kuzan's going to kill him. And so this is going to be the blue buff handoff to the Lissandra. Absolutely perfect. That's what you wanted. If you're a Dynamics fan. 8,000 gold in the lead, 21 minutes into this game. And SeolHaeOne Prince are grouped in the mid lane. Duckdom playing towards his strong side. Guga here, there's the flash hook. They might be able to get the Ashe, but she flashes out of the way. Guga as well, just eating so much of the DPS. And Mia will be taken down, but can they get anything more? Looks like the answer is going to be no, as the cat is going to pounce her way out. Spear connects onto Beyond, but I mean, everywhere Dynamics goes, they just get kills.
Outside of a 5-man Kiana ultimate into Renekton, I thought that was worth it. This is like, it's like Kennen was Boris. He's like, hey, you want this blue buff? And he's like, well, actually, yeah.
It's a steal.
얘네 바론 테크 내가 해놨어.
Kennen actually looks like
All right, we're
more.
gonna have a look at another fight. As Ixu's trying to go aggressive. Don't know whether it's the best idea because he's turned into Crocodile Soup very, very quickly. As Dynamics, they don't even remember the flavor. The game has revolved around Rich and Kuzan throughout the majority. As Kaney going to be taking a lot of damage here. Arrow's just going to nail him, but he does have the cleanse. Mia is going to be the sacrificial lamb. And he will be taken down. But this is what happens every single time. As soon as a fight breaks out, Mia dies. Dynamics...
That SeolHaeOne Prince is going to be able to resist
I mean...
against Mountain Soul. Also, shout out...
He's just going to lose. So right now, SeolHaeOne Prince should be thinking about the next game. And not thinking about this at all, as Mia once again going to get caught out, although he's the one that decided to hook in as Ixu finds the backline. Kaney as well, supreme display of talent, lands onto two, but I mean, at the moment they're just smacking them with their wallets. Rich flashing on over, doesn't know which one to kill, and in the end isn't going to find any of them. That's a little bit unfortunate there, as now Kuzan trying to make his way in.
Oh, the Q dissipated.
Oh, Trigger now trying to run Kuzan over the wall with the Claw of Doom. And I believe the Jin has found himself in a safe place. Spear connects onto Guga, as now they're at least trying to do something. But the rest of Dynamics, they're going to be taking down inhibitor turrets. Not going to be too much that they can do here, as Beyond is just going to press his Q button and says, Trigger, get out of here. You're not going to get in here at all. It's the captive audience not really going to be captivating anyone, as Flawless, he is well and truly dead. There's so much CC on this Dynamics roster. As Trigger still trying to get up there, trying to clear minion waves, but the inhibitor is well and truly dead.
For Dynamics.
Kaney thinking about coming in and trying to stop them, as Mia once again on the front line. Ixu trying to go in, the Baron. They're going to try and turn off it. Gargoyle Stoneplate won't help the Nautilus survive. As even Rich, I mean, he's just so tanky. Even with a Crocodile bearing down on him, a Jin trying to fight him off. As Dr. He's going to take down the Crocodile himself. Now Trigger can't deal with these super minions, as Kuzan, he's teleported behind the Jin. And Trigger's like, nah, I'm out of here. I'm running through the jungle. And Kaney also, he's trying to hunt Kuzan here. Is the hunt... Who's getting hunted here? I'm not entirely sure. But what I do know is Dynamics are winning the game. Supreme display of talent. Kuzan taking a lot of damage, but he goes golden. He eventually goes down. 1,000 gold will be delivered to SeolHaeOne Prince, and they will be delivered a loss on the scoreboard. Nexus to be taken out here at 27.5 minutes.
And no, Darius.
All right.
Is now being moved over to. This is definitely a very interesting Darius spot.
So Trigger on the run away from Guga, who does. Okay, meanwhile, fight towards the top side as Rich gets a big shield. The passive should be able to burn down a first blood. Goes to Ixu now, Beyond chasing after Flawless. But Crystal Slash comes out. Beyond not going to be able to follow.
SeolHaeOne Prince managed to get the first blood, and it goes on to the Darius, whereas the kill for Mordekaiser.
Beyond just punches him in the face. Ixu now in trouble. Death Grip comes back, but it might have actually helped. As Apprehend is good this time.
Yeah, that actually... Yeah, it was the runner. He's going to be falling a little bit behind. Not the end of the world. It is... level 6.
He's going to put him in the
level
death
6 for
realm
Darius.
immediately. As he gets the passive, Beyond is going to turn up. Only level 5, so can't superplex anyone, but Ixu is still probably going to die. The Decimate does come out, buys some time, and the ulti comes through! The resets, the double at Ixu! He turns it all around!
And that is a super big... Okay.
Very weird.
Okay, that makes sense.
He has a ghost for himself, but he's otherwise just trying to get this shove forward. Good stun will land there as Guga goes through with the Cyclone. He's ignited, gets the double knockup. But Dr. not able to offer enough back, and Ash is just going to be able to pick up that kill.
4 ways to go. First Dragon did go to SeolHaeOne Prince, though, so they can consider trying to rush for a soul point.
Alright, in comes the ulti. Oh no, Dr. is super dead. That is an extraordinarily squishy center. And it's even Flawless that's able to grab that kill, and that's good news for SeolHaeOne Prince because he was falling available here for Dynamics as Kuzan. He's been farming very well, but hasn't really been able to do anything else as the Decimate comes forward. That's a good death grip. The Apprehend also lands. The ulti comes forward. Flash from Ixu. Rich uses the passive, turns it around, and we've just got solo kills everywhere on both sides of the matchup. That is big money going over to the Mordecai.
Before the Obliterate went down.
The W is also so
little bit of a big
powerful.
blunder.
As Beyond trying to get out of the way of Flawless, does break his face, but the Impale comes in. Doc Dom, Dawning Shadow will get a big shield, as well as the Haymaker from Beyond. He's going to flash to try and get himself out of there. The Piercing Darkness doesn't really do too much, but the Emperor's Divide does. Mia getting taken down extremely low. Guga grabs that kill, make it a double, as Flawless will fall as well. Flash forward, Snare will land. Doc Dom is angry. And Kaney is going to get taken down very low as in goes Kuzan and Blast Cones Kaney away.
He does have Grand Skyfall, but I don't think that they're going to go for this play. I think that would be very
They're not going to
trolly.
do the dream. Is this the dream? Yeah, there's the combo. Death comes out as well, and Rich is angry. Doesn't find the Obliterate, but there's the passive. We've got passives going on either side, and there's the Obliterate we were talking about. I feel like Rich has just got too much armor at the moment. As the Snare comes down, that's very, very weird. Blast Cone not quite able to get him out, but the Death Realm is going to end, and now Ixu is on a merry chase. There are 4 people here. I feel like this is the life of the Darius. It's like 1 versus 4, no matter which game you're playing. And it is going to be Kuzan that grabs that kill. Guga lying in wait. I'm not entirely sure what for. As he does go out of the brush, finds a Cyclone. Arrow's going to hit the decoy. The Guga is still going to get poked out. And
top left. And Rich is maybe getting jumped on. Now, as long as he doesn't hit Flawless.
He does, though. And then Flawless impales him, so he's dead. I feel like that could have been played differently.
I think the sit-down effect
that was very weird.
that ended up happening. Kuzan was there to pick up the kill regardless, though. And
in the meantime, Mia going to get taken down very, very low. He's super squishy, and Kuzan's going to get yet another kill. And now, Dynamics do have a kill lead, but not quite a gold lead yet. Okay, Death Realm comes in, and now we're fighting one more time. Mano a mano, Darius versus Mordekaiser, the Juggernaut off. And in goes Doc Dom to make it completely one-sided. That is not fair, but it is still a win for Dynamics.
One of the things, though, I will say is that Ixu did not lose to Boris. He does have the Trinity Force instead of the Black Cleaver here on Darius.
Beyond also might just get impaled here, and he does. Mega uber movement speed. Skana will move Beyond back, and he's unable to even Haymaker there, I don't think, but I do believe that...
Coming back into live, 100 gold discrepancy. This Infernal Dragon is so big for both of these parties.
Good face breaker. Mia dives on over, but Beyond's got such a huge shield from the Dawning Shadow and the Haymaker. Now Guga dives on in, but that's his decoy that's soaking so much of the damage. Kuzan gets into the backline, but his team's not even there, and he's wiped out. Trigger, however, is going to suffer the same fate, and Ixu incredibly low. The death rate's starting to stack up, but it's a double kill for Rich. The Mordekaiser has been fed, and he is now
some of these champions so we could get a rough approximate of the gold value. Mia's going to come in and make stacks on the enemy team yet. 4 minutes until the next Infernal Dragon is going to come up.
Doc Dom face checking for no reason at all is going to get immediately punished.
Dynamics are just going to burst this Infernal Dragon. And we'll see. Flawless going in. Righteous Blade. Rich taking a lot of damage.
The Death Realm, Flawless not going to be able to do anything, and the Drake is going to be taken. Soul Point now there as the double Obliterate comes down. Trigger in trouble. There's a huge 3-man face breaker. Emperor's Divide only onto Ixu. Puts him into the back line, but he's just not strong enough anymore. Mia's going to go down. Flawless now trying to do what he can. Keen has picked up a flash, and Flawless trying to kite this one out, and will at least get out of there. Rich now just going to prepare this minion wave, takes down the cannon creep, and will eliminate this outer turret as well. And I have a feeling the SeolHaeOne Prince's time is up.
Pretty much the same champion right now that he'll be for the foreseeable future. And Zoe's role, because she's stunted. I have no idea what SeolHaeOne Prince are doing right
Rich
now.
Immediately going to get burst down. It's going to be the Darius grabbing that kill. Do they have enough after this? He was so incredibly tanky, but Guga trying to save the rest of his team. He will eventually go down. Some very low health bars on SeolHaeOne Prince's side as Flawless gets the impale. So much damage with the Grand Skyfall. SeolHaeOne Prince wiped the floor with Dynamics.
Here, Sundisk does finally end up falling.
Yeah, did buy them some space in the mid lane though as Kaney over the wall. Good bubble lands once again onto Rich, who has been poked out of this fight. Snare onto Flawless, but he's very tanky as Kaney. Arrow is going to connect with the backline. Doc Dom immediately cleanses as there's the Dawning Shadow. Good Haymaker lands onto Triggers. The Cyclone gets into the backline as well. Beyond goes down, and it will be The Ashe taken out of the fight. Flawless as well is going to fall. Kaney trying to escape now as Rich flashing forward. This time he's alive, and this time Dynamics will obliterate the team fight. They can get themselves an Infernal Soul if they would like, but it looks like Dynamics want to break the base.
Yeah. With the Senna, they're going to be able to heal all of their teammates up. Rich has teleport, Cougar has teleport, and he's matching some of the death timers on the side of SeolHaeOne Prince. So Dynamics, they're pushing in 36 kill score. Ixu knows that he has to try to get the wave, and you can see, but it really does feel like they could have gotten the inhibitor as well as the Infernal Soul. Now, there is the argument to be had that the inhibitor is somewhat irrelevant, because as long as there's a cannon minion, they can probably end the game timer being the way that it is. Ixu dies for no reason. It's one of the specials here.
Yep.
Okay. There is something about that. We take a look at the team fight. Meanwhile, in live, though, we're going to come back into it.
Trying to go
Cougar
1v3
is dealing
for some unknown reason.
Yeah.
Grasp comes in, and Flawless not going to be able to go after the monkey, but he's going to have to go home. That was a very odd move, but he is not going to be punished for it completely. Good flash. Is one that Kaney actually built at me. Is going to go down as an afterthought as Beyond looking for a haymaker target. Doesn't quite get it off. Is Rich not going to find that death grip either. Kaney over the wall will take half of his health bar. He's continuing to tick down. There's the flash forward, and the Zoe has been caught out and taken down. Google will be able to grab that kill as now another Death Realm comes in. Trigger. Yeah, you're not winning this fight, my friend, as the Obliterate comes in. And there's the Dawning Shadow as well to make sure that Dynamics are not dying. Another flash comes out as Rich is just a monster this game.
Yeah. Everyone on Dynamics just doing a very good job. Cougar and Kuzan, they're going to lock up both of the turrets. Now, this one is a little bit more... There's a little bit more moxie in this ending. For Dynamics, you can see they're going to raise one of the turrets. Grand Skyfall goes in.
Trying to mitigate as much damage as possible. The Impale not going to make it to the fountain as Flawless is just going to look a bit silly when he dies. And Dynamics, I mean, Infernal Soul's pretty damn good, LS, and they're going to use it to just destroy. SeolHaeOne Prince, Trigger, and Kaney are going to be up, but they have no front line. And Rich is going to press Death Realm and start emoting. He's going to die, but so is the Nexus, and that's what matters. As Dynamics go out with a bang, a big 2-0 up against SeolHaeOne Prince.